You're watching Famous Dave on YouTube.
And as we come into a Sunday evening, welcome to you from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, home of the Pilgrims. And as we come into a Sunday evening, after all the crazy news on TV with the pandemic being bumped off of the top headlines for rioting in the streets, buildings burning down, social unrest, all kinds of craziness, and the markets just don't care. They're like, the market's like, well, what does that have to do with us? It's like, we did come in this evening. The futures opened like an hour ago, was down like 17, 18, 20, 25. Now it's kind of rallying back. To me, it's just this market just cannot maintain any sort of move to the downside. Like every single sell-off is just bought right away. Nobody cares. And it's like, I saw a lot of people coming on to Twitter on Friday afternoon who were long, just gloating, just being like, you idiots who thought that this market wouldn't rally. What are you thinking? Why would you possibly think the market wouldn't rally? And just gloating about being long and continuing to make money. And it's just wild to me. I just don't get it. And so like I've been not doing well trading because I'm bearish. And even though I've kept it small, you lose small a bunch of days and all of a sudden it becomes bigger than, losing small because you just keep losing. And I don't get it. Why it just continues to rally and rally and rally. Faced with just not just bad news, but not just bad like political or like news story news, but bad actual like economic news. I mean, earnings. People are not releasing earnings estimates. It's just it's not good, and the market just doesn't care. It just continues to rally. Now, I knew there was one place I could go if I was bearish to find somebody who would agree. You know how they talk about like people like will only go on to like the channels that agree with them, like politically or whatnot. Well, I know what to do if I'm ever bearish, which I'm not very often bearish, but I know where to go if I'm bearish. And you know where that is? Of course, Theo Trade, because they're always bearish. So I went to Theo Trade, and it made me feel better because they over at Theo Trade, yep, they think it's going to go down. So there you go. Listen, okay, so here's this. I was saying like people had these like really like just flippant like really obnoxious tweets about how how they're right. Look at this guy, J.C. Parretts. Imagine ignoring price behavior in favor of the news, LOL. Just gloating that he's long and that he was right. The trading gods, I mean, I've seen this guy's, a lot of his presentations and before with really bullish forecasts. And I'm sure he's a nice guy and everything, but when you are leaving that cocky of a tweet, the trading gods are going to reach out and touch you at some point. They will. And it's not up to me, but when you are just that confident and you're just like, I am so right, I get it so much. Trading gods don't generally like that too much. So there you have it, J.C. Parretts. Imagine ignoring price behavior in favor of the news. New all-time monthly closing highs for the NASDAQ. What virus? What recession? Turn the news off. This is the real truth. So what you're saying is the stock market's more the real truth than than what? I don't know. Anyways, there you have it. So, but as if we are actually taking an analysis of volatility, let's get rid of opinions here for a second and let's just go to the straight up numbers here. Okay, so here's the VIX. Let's take a look at the VIX, and we've seen it come down Friday afternoon. The market rallied. It rallied a lot right on the close and after the close. Before that, it was kind of kicking up there. Look, the VIX did get kind of up there on Friday. Here is the Friday chart, and we can see it was kicking up here up to 30, right? And then it just kind of beeped the bed on the way down in the afternoon. If we look at our VXX, got up to 36. And so here's my bad trading, okay? Right here, I bought, okay, so I came into the day, and I sold some out of the money calls, right? So that was a good trade. I sold VXX. Let me put this on here so it shows my position for you. VXX, I came in, and it doesn't show anything. Why is that? Trade positions. VXX. Analyze. Okay, so is it not pulling in my positions? Hold on one sec, folks. Sorry. Here. Look, okay, so VXX, it's not pulling in my positions here. It's like I don't have any positions. That's strange. I do have a position in VXX. Not sure why it's not showing it. But anyways, so I'll just do this by, oh, I know what it is. I have UVXY. Sorry, I'm messed up. Okay, so here's my position in UVXY. I came in, and I sold some out of the money calls, right? So I sold, first trade I did was I sold these June. I sold these June 50 calls for $1. And you know, it looks kind of funky because the market's really wide now, but sold these June 50 calls for at $1, $1.03, $1.05, right? So then I sold 3 of those calls. So then the calls went down to be offered at about like 50 or 60 cents. By the end of the day, these were offered at 65 cents. I know the market's wide, but that was where the closing range was like 50-cent bid at 60. So then against the calls, I figured, well, if I sold 3 calls, that's $300 worth of premium. Maybe I should buy one of these 37s against it, right? Well, I ended up buying 3 of the 37s against it. So I have 3 call spreads on. So I sold the calls right on the open up here. Then I bought those other calls against them around here, right? So now I'm long. Not much, like 100, the equivalent of 100 to 150 shares. So I know that's small to most people, but still, you know, it's not fun because I'm never long VIX stuff. I'm always short it. You guys know I'm never long this stuff. But I've been feeling like there is reason to be long volatility lately. So then it just went straight against me. I bought some more. It got down to about here, and I bought a couple more call spreads in UVXY. So my overall position here, I'll show you in UVXY, is long 115 deltas. It's not much, you know. It cost me $8.95 a day, and it's just the sum total of long, you know, a couple call spreads, a 3 lot of call spreads, a June 12 expiration, a 4 lot of call spreads, the June 19 expiration, and I'm long 1 put spread here. I was just short a put, but then I turned into a put spread as we started moving lower. Anyway, so not a whole lot of a position on a small position, but still long, which is not characteristic for me. So even while we've been since I've been sitting here now talking with you for just a couple of minutes, the market is rallying back. I mean, to me, maybe it's down 13 right now, the E-minis, and the Nasdaq down 41. To me, it feels like that is a huge win for the bulls, and it just wants to explode to the upside. It feels like every time the market goes down, even like 10 points, people are like, buy the dip, I got to buy more. And I just don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. And usually, like I said, 90% of the time, I'm somebody who's like, oh yeah, markets go up over time. The stuff, you know, it always goes higher. If you just get long and you just hang out, and stuff will go higher. But it just seems like all this negative stuff keeps happening, and no negative story really pulls the market down. It goes down for a couple minutes, and then I mean, you should have seen them just rushing over themselves to buy the NASDAQ on the close, after the close. Just buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. And also the SPX was up big. SPX was up, I think, more percentage-wise than the NASDAQ on Friday. People just love this. They're like, the market's going to all-time highs. It's almost as if people feel like they can just buy the market so much that it will take away all the bad news. Like, if we can just get the market up a little higher, that will take away all the actual bad news that's affecting the country, and it will all go away if we just keep buying the market. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the wrong frame of mind to be trading right now. I kind of feel that I am. I'm like too just opinionated that it doesn't make sense that we're rallying. And I can't get off it. But I am smart enough that I've kept my position small, but I just can't get off the fact that we have to give something back at some point. Look at this rally here. I mean, we just keep rallying and rallying and rallying. It's like every day we just rally. Look at this. Here's the NASDAQ. Last 20 days, okay? Rally, 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 rally. Finally sells off, rally right back away, right? Like this is where we opened this evening. It's coming back right away, immediately. Just keep buying it. Let's go back to a 20-day. Look, just straight up. Not a fear in the world. Doesn't matter if your unemployment numbers are bad. Doesn't matter. It's always like the glass is half full. No matter what, we're going to take the view that we're going to see the silver lining in everything. We're just going to keep buying this market. Another trade I put on Friday, Tesla sold out of the money call. So Tesla is trading 835 right now. And it traded up to 842 actually after the close, $842. Now, Tesla got up to a high of I think it was like 970. Let's take a look. And then it gave back a lot. So, yeah, it got up to 968.99. And then when we had the sell-off, got down to 365. So huge move down, right? And look, it's come 3/4 of the way back. So the call spread I sold was the July 1100. So not 1,000, but 1,100. So way out of the money. I sold the 1,130 call spread. So let me show you here. So this is a July. So it's pretty far out. It's like 49 days out or 47 days out till expiration. And so I sold the July 1,100 call and bought the July 1,130 call. So the most this spread can be worth is $30, which is $3,000 per spread, right? So if the most I can lose on this is $3,000 minus whatever I sold it for. Well, I sold it for $1.90. So, so the most I can lose is $2,810, right? So, but the thing is like, if it starts getting close, I'll probably just cover this. But in the meantime, it's just a way out of the money call. I just don't think that this is going to roll through the 1,000 strike. I mean, it could keep moving up, but I don't see. I could see it staying in this range for a while because remember, Tesla stayed in the range around $300 for years, like $250 to $350 for years. Look, if we go back here to a 3-year chart, it stayed in this range for a very long time. And yes, it made a big move now. And Tesla can do anything; it's a monster. But in the meantime, expressing my bearishness in the market, selling way out of the money calls isn't a terrible way to do it because that way I have to be extremely wrong to lose money because not only does it have to be not that it goes down, but Tesla has to go way up to really burn me. And so I feel comfortable with that trade. I feel like I don't have to wait the 47 days. 3/4 of it will come off in the first half of the trade. Because, as time goes by, if we look at like the 1,100 calls, if we look at 19 days on this trade, there's no prices, so that's not going to help us. Or maybe there is. Hold on. So let's see what the spread is worth just 19 days out. So we've got sell the 1100. I like to look at like what the spreads are worth in different months. So the spread's only worth 35 cents 19 days out. So it's going to decay pretty quickly. It's kind of on the far edge of probability, and that stuff that's on the far edge of probability, it starts to decay pretty quickly as we get closer to the date. So there you have it. I am short that, and I am still long UVXY about 130, 140 delta. So not that big, but as I said, we opened lower this afternoon on the futures, and since then we're just rallying straight back. So I would not be surprised at all if we're up by tomorrow morning and we just continue to go straight up. And I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not going to just sit here and just I'm not hot right now, so I'm very small, but I'm going to continue to fade this rally because it just doesn't make sense, and it's driving me crazy. So that's kind of where I am. I want to hear from you guys and see what you're up to. Check out, I wanted to remind you of one of my favorite blogs to check out is Dr. Duru. He's really smart trader. He has a beautiful mind. It's like he's able to analyze things in such like a organized way. So this is drduru.com, and he has a blog on the markets. And he'll talk about different stocks. He talks about options and stocks, but definitely check him out. Good stuff. And that's kind of where I am. I did want to check in. I know I didn't get on here for like a Sunday strategy session, but I did just want to come say hi. Tesla to explode to 1,200 this week. Yeah, that's I think James, you're probably right, because you know what? One thing's for sure, I'm always wrong right now. So probably right. I should probably just cover the Tesla immediately on the open Monday, because only down 10 points to me is like way up. It's like this market is just explosively ready to just go straight up again. Hey, what's up? AWP Williams, how are you? Thank you for all your amazing work. Mr. AWP Williams is in the chat right now. I don't mean to embarrass him, but he's one of the most amazing graphic artists out there online for, and it's really any kind of art, but excels on the medium of using computers to make artwork. One of the best graphics designers out there. You should check out his work, AWP Williams. Really awesome. All right, so there you go. Nice to see Edward in the chat. Haven't seen you in a little while, Edward. I know that you've been, you guys up in Canada, you're out in the woods there sometimes. But it's nice to have you back, certainly. 40 million fired in the past 8 weeks. Civil unrest seems to be ahead. Yeah, I know. And, I apologize. I want to apologize. We continue to rally right now. But before I go, I just want to apologize to if people are offended by my I've been more political lately online, social media and stuff like that. I try to not just say obnoxious things that are going to, just infuriate people. But I've been more political. I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. I do, like I said, have people from all sides of the aisle that follow me, and I appreciate your opinion. Please share it with me. I'll share mine with yours, but I'm certainly not going to beat you over the head with it, because I know you don't change people's mind on politics like talking to them in YouTube videos. So anyway, I do call, if I was a leader, I would call for peace and calm. We need to try to heal the wounds that have been with this country since basically its starting. We are a country that was born of violence, where people came here to who were different from each other, that wanted to live together. and try this experiment of living together. Different people with different religions, different values, coming together, living together under one place. And it was an experiment to get rid of kings, get rid of people telling us what we have to do. And, you know, we're still kind of battling it out here, and it's unfortunate. And hopefully some good can come of all of this. All right, so that's my soapbox. Good luck to all you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. You know, it like I said, it feels like we're just going to rally straight back here. But I'm going to continue to try not to lose money. It feels like I'm wrong every day, so maybe I should just hang it up for a while and just not trade when I know I'm wrong. And then if I start getting right a little bit again, then I'll start up again. Anyways, as I always say to you, make your own plans, do your own things. A lot of people use me as what not to do. Whichever way my opinions help you out, I guess follow that. But right now, I'm just very bearish this market. I think it's due for a fall. So there you go. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.
You're watching Famous Dave.
Sunday night. Oh, watch this new show called The Great, about Catherine the Great. It's really good.